Hello and welcome to Well-Rounded Gaming. Today I'm going to do a quick review on Genshin Impact. It's a free RPG slash MMO that you can play. It's available on PS4, Android, iOS, and Windows PC. This is a game that, while searching for something for my friend and I to play that we found, we decided we would give it a shot even though we were unsure at the time of what it was going to look like. Um, but so far, it's a pretty good game. It can get kind of grindy at times. There's several quests that you get. You start off with a main character, you go through a little intro story, and then you start getting NPC characters that you talk to, and then those characters become part of your party, which you can have up to 4 people in your party. And that'll help you with being able to go and do temples, which are basically like this game's version of dungeons. And then based off of those characters, they have different elemental skills, like fire, wind, electro, Cairo, stuff like that. So one of the nice features about this game is you can actually discover different points on the map here. These are teleport locations. So you don't have to be at a specific area to teleport. You can just bring up your map. If you've discovered the teleport location, you can then click on the location and hit teleport. There are also some temples, like I was mentioning, that you can directly teleport to. You just click teleport here, and then you'll see it'll load at the bottom, and you'll go in. Pretty much it loads pretty fast. When you go to enter a temple here, you're just going to hit the F key if you're on PC. It's going to open up, and it's going to tell you what the recommended elements are to use. And with that, I already have this. If I didn't have this, it would say, hey, you don't have a pyro. So then you just click on start. And this is where your party screen is. You can select different people if you want to go ahead and change it. This is the main character here, and then these are your sub characters that you can switch between with the number keys on the keyboard. But like I said, you can only have up to 4. So you just hit start on the temple. And then these are normally parts of quests that you can do. I've ran into some where I just go ahead and, happen to find them. So that's what I'm going to do. And you can destroy the different boxes, loot different food items, mostly different ingredients for cooking. Cooking is pretty important in this game. It's not terrible crafting wise. I mean, it doesn't take a lot of your time, honestly. So that's kind of helpful. But you need it for like healing and that sort of thing. So on this one, trying to remember, I think I have to hit this here. And as you see, that's a Cairo guy, so he's able to freeze stuff a little bit. We'll take on a little bit of damage there, but that'll help shut those down. Then you have these resurrection points in the temples. That'll help. You can see my health is a little bit low, so we can just hit B for bag. Go to the food, and then you have your different food items. Some have health, like these here. The higher the level, the more the health they're going to do. These are resurrection ones with the little teardrop plus symbol and then little wingtips on there. And then you have stuff to help enhance combat and that sort of thing. But for this one, we're going to go ahead and have some soup. And then when you click on use, you're going to see the various people's health and how full they are. So we'll click on him. You can see it didn't add a lot, so we're going to actually pick something a little bit higher level-wise to use. Click on him again. Now I'm pretty good. You can see it tells you in the yellow bar how much health you're going to receive. And you have this glider that you can use when you're jumping from higher points. It does use stamina as well as swimming. I will tell you some funny thing with the swimming is if you're not careful, you'll run out of stamina and then you end up drowning and dying. So that can kind of suck a little bit. This is probably by far one of my favorite characters, Amber. She is a flame-based element, and she has these arrows and stuff that are pretty cool. So as you saw, I just destroyed some barrels with that. And then there's some up there too that we're going to take out, which turns off that trap, which then I can go in here and use this to open the door. So there are two different levels that you have in the game to work on. If you go to C for character, you'll see that she's level 23, but I also have what's called an adventurer level, I should say. And that's a level that you work on with a in-game adventure guild. So you can go and do quests and missions later on, and then what'll happen is once you hit level 16 adventurer, it'll open up some multiplayer aspects to where then you can go ahead and group up with some friends. And from what we're finding out so far, it looks like it's probably just to where you can do specific missions with friends. It's not all missions. So, that's something to think about. It's not like we'll be able to come in here like a normal MMO RPG, kind of like WoW and stuff, and just, do random stuff. It doesn't work that way. But overall, the game is good. Like I said, it's got a lot of quests in it. It's got a little bit of crafting. It's mainly working with some NPCs to do the crafting. There's different cooking pots throughout the world, and that'll let you go ahead and cook. The little campfires you can't really do anything with. There has to be a cooking pot there. And then they all have different abilities. She has this little guy that'll go and blow up at people. But if you're looking for a cool, fun game to play, I mean, it definitely will pass some time for you. There's some little funny moments with the little character that is with your main character. Your main character is always number 1 on the number keys on the PC. That lets you freely switch around those characters. So I can switch over to this guy now. And then he'll slow people down to make it a little bit easier to fight them. But yeah, so like I said, overall it's a good game. I'll have the link to the webpage for the game down in the description of the video. If you guys have been playing and you have any tips for others, feel free to leave them down there in the comment section. And hopefully you guys are enjoying this game as much as my friend and I are. Thanks as always as watching, and I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks.